How to maintain the HP DesignJet Z6 Pro and Z9 Plus Pro 64-inch printers. In this video, you will see how to maintain the HP DesignJet Z6 Pro and Z9 Plus Pro 64-inch printers, how to replace the maintenance cartridge, how to replace a printhead, and how to conduct periodic maintenance. Before you start with the printer maintenance, HP recommends that you wear gloves when handling ink supplies. How to replace the maintenance cartridge. Go to the printer's front panel and tap the inks icon. Then, at the left-hand side of the screen, select the Other Supplies tab, then select Maintenance Cartridge, tap Replace, and finally press the blue arrow. The maintenance cartridge is located at the front of the printer, in a slot underneath the front panel. Open the door. The maintenance cartridge has a handle on its front. To remove the cartridge, slide it just partly out of the way, then hold it on each side and use both hands to fully remove it. Be careful when removing the maintenance cartridge as it is heavy. To avoid spills, slide the cartridge horizontally as it is full of ink. Remove the plastic cover from the new maintenance cartridge. Insert the new maintenance cartridge into the slot. When you have inserted it into the printer, close the door. A message on the front panel will confirm that the maintenance cartridge has been successfully installed. How to replace the printhead. On the printer's front panel, tap the inks icon to replace the printheads. The carriage will move to the removal position. Open the front cover and lift up the latch on top of the carriage. Lift up the cover to access the printheads. To remove a printhead, lift up its blue handle. Then, use the blue handle to gently disengage the printhead. Gently pull it upwards until the printhead is released from the carriage. Do not pull abruptly. That could damage the printhead. How to install the new printhead. The printhead is designed to be inserted into any available slot, but once the printhead has been inserted into a slot, it will only work with that combination of colors. Remove the orange protective caps by pulling them down. Insert the printheads one by one. Push each printhead into the slot until it clicks into place. The front panel will detect and display the printheads once they're detected inserted. Close the printhead cover, the carriage latch, and the window. After closing the window, the printer will purge the printheads. This operation takes around 10 minutes. Once the printer finishes checking the printheads, the product printer will start preparing the ink system. Aligning a printhead. To manually request a printhead alignment, select the option from the front panel, then tap OK. The automatic printhead alignment workflow window will appear. Tap OK. This is the image the printer prints to align the printhead you replaced. How to conduct periodic maintenance. From time to time, you will need to do the periodic maintenance your printer needs. This periodic user maintenance consists of 3 steps: 1. Cleaning the encoder, 2. Lubricating the carriage rod, and 3. Cleaning the platen. Go to the front panel, tap the settings icon, then tap Preventive Maintenance. How to clean the encoder strip. Maintenance should be performed without interruption to keep printheads uncapped the shortest possible time. Otherwise, the printheads may be damaged. The carriage will start moving. Do not open the print zone window. Open the front cover. Clean the encoder strip on both sides with a cloth dampened with water, as instructed on the front panel, and tap Continue when you are finished. Be sure that you clean all the encoder strip surface, especially the area behind the maintenance cartridge. Clean the carriage rod using a clean cloth dampened with a general-purpose industrial cleaner. Remember to also clean the part under the right cover. While you are cleaning, be careful not to damage the plastic encoder strip located at the top of the rod. Dry the rod bar, then close the front cover. Open the front cover again. Now clean the other part of the carriage rod, including the part of the rod under the right cover. Take the bottle of oil from the printer's maintenance kit and put a very thin, zigzag trickle of oil along the rod. Tap OK on the front panel and close the front cover. The carriage will move from one side of the printer to the other to distribute the oil along the whole rod. The front panel will prompt you to open the cover again and clean the right side of the encoder strip inside the service station. Tap Continue when you are finished. Close the front cover again. The carriage will return to its ready position in the service station. Cleaning the Platen. Open the front cover. Clean the print Platen with a cloth to remove ink and media dust. Use a 1 mm pin to unclog every hole in the print Platen. Make sure you push the pin all the way through each hole. When you are finished, close the front cover. Click the Playlists tab in YouTube to find HP videos in other languages. And search our channel to find official HP support videos.